Hi everybody, it's Tiffany here. I have just been playing around with some of my paper scraps and making these darling little buttons. So I thought maybe I should show you what I was making. Isn't that fun? I put one on my latest my new little paper bag wallet that I've just made. You can see that there. Isn't that so sweet? So I thought I better show you how to make these cute little buttons, and if you want to follow along and make one of these cute little paper bag wallets that is actually an organizer, expands, so you can put all kinds of goodies in it. I was thinking it would be fun to put some of these buttons on some cards and tuck them inside as well. Wouldn't that be darling? This is actually an old card that I had used the buttons on, and I just kept it. So yeah, I've got another one here that I thought I could put for like a matching set, kind of, well, like the coordinate. So anyway, I know that you can find printables like that though, like for old button cards that you could make buttons and print them out and put your buttons on them. I just attached those with a little piece of wire. Isn't that so stinking adorable? I'm in love with that. Alrighty, so let me just show you. And this is nothing groundbreaking. Excuse my voice. I have a cold. But yeah, I just used some paper scraps and some stuff that I saved from the trash recycling bin. You can use whatever you have to do. You want several layers that you're going to glue together. Let's see, I've got a few punched out here already that are not finished, but here are my cute little buttons. Maybe I should show a few more up close. This is the paper that I was working with the other day. It's from, oh, I didn't do the backs of those ones yet. Some of them I've got the backs done, and some of them I decided I don't need to do the backs, but this is the paper from Joann's. Got a scrap of that. I bought a bunch of that for my wallet video. Sorry, grabbing my scraps. These scraps, that's what this is. Okay. And what else have I got here? Oh, this piece the paper that I used for this wallet, it really goes well with that one that I just showed you that I've got inside back here. That one is currently at Joann's, but this is an old one. I got out some of my, some of my Maggie Holmes paper that I've been playing with, because it's kind of got that vintagey, it's like that modern vintage feel to it. So I think that turned out so darling. Okay, let's see if I can hurry and explain this to you. I'm going to move some of these out of the way. I love these ones too. Really fun. I used a couple different things on them to finish them, and I'll tell you about that in a minute. But this is just a couple of pieces I've got punched so far out of my scraps of paper, my pattern paper. And then I also have like a cereal box that I've been using. So I've done some with white paper. Let's see if I can show you the difference. And then I've done some with the brown paper, so you can see the difference. And it's just whatever you prefer. I think I like the brown, and they really look like a wooden button. I have some wooden buttons that have print, you know, cute things printed on them, but they're not as cute as this. So, yeah, anyway, and it depends on what your punch. So I've got a 1-inch circle punch. I believe I got this at Hobby Lobby. Yeah, it says the Paper Studio. So I know, and this one barely can get through this box, this cereal box, just barely. And it takes a little bit of, yeah, it makes my thumbs tired after a little while. So anyway, that's all you need to do is punch a few circles out. These are 1 inch, like I said. I don't know where that one, oh, there it is. I see it on the floor. Okay. Oops. So I've got 3 circles for my inside and then my pretty paper on the top. And then so the cereal box is quite a bit thicker. I don't know, let's see if I can show you. So that's 3 plus the pattern paper on the top of the cereal box. And then I used some just like craft cardstock, also from Hobby Lobby. So if you can see the difference. Let's see if I can get it to focus. There we go. The one on the right is 3 layers of cardstock, and the one on the left is 3 layers of the cereal box. And it's not a huge difference, but you know, you can make them thicker faster, you know, with less work, less layers, then that's great, right? And all you need to do is glue them together. Use a good glue, a good wet glue, so that they'll hold up, and just build your layers. Oh, I don't know where that one came from. I'm gonna put, doesn't really matter. It is harder for the shiny side to stick, but it just takes a minute to glue. And you can see I've got little glue oozing out there, and that's okay. That's actually a good thing, because you want to kind of run it between your fingers and make that glue like fill in the cracks in between your paper, your cardboard. So as you're doing that, you're going to make sure that they are all even. So you're rubbing your glue in and making sure it's even. So look how good that seal is. It looks like it's one piece, and then I usually kind of squish it with my hand, make sure, see some more glue came out, so I'm gonna rub that in, just like that. And it does get kind of messy on your hands. I just like rub it off, rub it between my fingers. And I'm going to do, doesn't hurt to let that dry for just a minute. But I'm gonna go ahead with my video. Like I said, this is pretty simple, but they turn out so cute. Such a fun little project to add to your projects. Fun little ephemera, or, you know, little ephemera is not the right word, but you know what I mean. Okay, so that's 3 layers of the cardboard. And then just going to glue my cute little pattern paper on. And this is the same as the one that I did on my little wallet. And if you're using the thinner paper, like this one from Joann's, these two, the butterfly, be careful, kind of spread your glue out before you put your thinner paper on, because it will kind of you know, mess up your paper if you get globs of glue. Okay, I need to kind of get that in the right spot. Make sure it's completely even. And that looks really good. And our button is almost done. Is that super cute? So, got glue all over my fingers. You can even make them thicker if you want to. It just depends on what you want and what you have to make your holes with. So, a couple options here I have. This is probably the best option. The it's not a Crop-A-Dile, but same company. We Are Memory Keepers. It's the eyelet setter. It has a small hole here and a bigger hole here. We'll use the small hole today. Got something in there. And a piece of paper in there from my last button. Oh. Okay, have to be able to see through that. Whoops. So I do like, so I'd let that dry for a minute and then go ahead and seal it with either some Mod Podge. With the gloss Mod Podge I did try. I love the matte Mod Podge for doing like the wallets. And I don't know if you can see that. A little bit of a sheen to it and makes it look like old wallpaper and feel like old wallpaper. It's really cool. But on the buttons, it doesn't show up a whole lot. It's hard to tell that there's even anything there. So use the gloss. This is just from the Dollar Tree. Or whatever shiny sealer you have. You could even use probably like some Varathane. Or also, I did this one with the Mod Podge Dimensional Magic. I think that's what it's called. Let me see if I've got it here. Okay, yes. This is what I used on this one. And it's cute. It's not my favorite. And it did crack a teeny bit when I tried to punch the hole. When I punched the holes, it was fine to punch through, but it did crack the sealer there. Let's see. It's probably hard for you to see, but it also ended up with a lot of bubbles, and I tried to use a lighter to pop the bubbles like you do when you're doing resin, but it didn't work. So anyway, you could give that a try if you wanted to. They're both really cute. This one probably makes it more like maybe it was a real button from far away if you can't see the little bubbles in it, but so that's the difference there. All right, then I'm just going to paint on a little bit of Mod Podge. And this is just a little brush from the Dollar Tree also. I love these little brushes. They're nice and soft and easy to work with. When you're dipping your brush, don't get it all the way up into the metal part because that'll make your bristles spread. And that will make your bristles lay uneven on the end, and then you'll get more, like after you wash it out, you'll get more strokes in it. It won't be as smooth when you paint it on. So, and that does ruin your paintbrushes when you get stuff up inside them eventually. Okay, so I just like to kind of go around just different directions so you don't see a bunch of lines going one way. I like to go kind of different directions, and I usually like to give it 2 coats, but for this video, we're just going to do the one and then let that dry. It dries really fast, like 10 minutes at the most, I would say. That's another thing about using the Mod Podge, the Dimensional Magic. It takes 3 hours to dry, so I don't really have that much patience. Patience. So, yeah, I guess, you could let it dry overnight. If you are enjoying this video, please give me a like and share with your friends, share on Pinterest, and subscribe if you haven't already. It really helps my channel helps my videos to be seen. Okay, that's mostly dry. I just washed my brush out and yeah, it's almost dry. So I'm going to go ahead and punch a hole. I was going to show you another option. I also have this tool from EK Success, and I'm not sure if they have, if it's available anymore. I know this one is, but this one's less expensive, so I'll see if I can find it and link it for you guys. But it's really good for thick materials. So is the eyelet setter, and I do love my eyelet setter because of course you can set eyelets with it, and I use it a lot. So what I would do is take a real button, and mark where my holes are going to be. Now I prefer punching it from the back side because it gives you a cleaner hole. Obviously, I would probably want to cover that with something pretty if I was going to give it away, or if it was going to be seen, but like on something like this, it's not going to be seen on the back, so it doesn't matter. Also, let's see, I was going to show you, this is a scrap of the paper that I use for this. That's another Maggie Holmes. It's an older one. I think it's from the Flourish collection, same as this and this one. So yeah, I had a lot of fun Maggie Holmes papers out that I've been playing with, and I'll show you. I'm going to make a journal to go with this one too, so that will be coming up soon, so keep an eye. And I'm also going to be giving some away, having a giveaway. Okay, then all you need to do is punch your holes. So like I was saying, if you want it to go a certain direction, and you certainly can punch from the back, from the front, but for some reason, yeah, it just cuts the holes cleaner on that side when you punch it from the back. So I would just kind of line it up and then just flip it over like that. And that should be pretty close to where you want it. Now I just use my pencil and press down kind of hard so that you can see your little circles. And these are exactly the same size of the hole. Okay. Oh, we're using the small side. So I just put it so I can see. Okay, I've got to get it so I can see it. Sorry, I'm off camera for a second. So got to be able to see your little circle. I'm having a hard time focusing, but anyway, sorry about that. This doesn't want to focus. So you can see the circle that you've drawn. Just punch it, and it punches really easily through that. I'll link this below for sure. I know I can find this one. I've got it linked to probably to my last video. Oops, I just broke my pencil lead trying to get that out. But you do need to get that paper out of there. I had a pin, here it is, so that you can see the hole. See the circle that you've drawn. Oh, that just doesn't want to come out. Okay, got it. And then punch my other. So you can see, this is kind of what it leaves on the back sometimes. And so that's why I wanted to punch from that side. For some reason, punch is better. Okay, I'm lining up my little hole, little dot, and punch. It's really clean on the front side. That's so fun. I just love these little buttons. They're just so sweet and a little bit vintagey and shabby. And then another thing you can do, like on the white ones especially, I did add more glue around the sides, and I thought that made them, I don't know where, let's see. Oh, I can tell a difference. Okay, I don't know. I can't even tell now. I added more glue to some of them around the sides, but it's dried and you can't really tell. So I thought that would help it blend in better. But anyway, another thing I've done is add a little bit of ink around the edges on some of them, like this one, to make it stand out more, the white paper on the top. Just like that, just a little tiny bit. So that is all I wanted to show you for today. Thanks so much for watching. Take care and stay safe. Bye-bye.